Today I fucked up by covering a disabled elderly lady with air freshener for 3 months straight. Well, the title says it all. It's a short one, but I was absolutely mortified. I work as a carer for disabled and elderly people. It's a lovely job, but hard work and equal parts upsetting and rewarding. One of the elderly ladies I care for, her name is Madge. She's bed-bound, so we do everything for her, from change a pad, give her a bed bath, feed her, brush her hair, etc. She's also absolutely lovely but has no clue what's going on half the time. I have had this job since the end of November. Madge has various bottles of perfumes on top of a set of drawers by her bed, and once we've finished her bed bath and getting her dressed, I've been picking up one perfume in particular as it smells absolutely amazing and spraying her all over with it. Not one of my colleagues has ever said a thing until today. I picked up my favorite spray for Madge, spritz her all over, and begin to tidy up. My colleague today, who I don't work with all that often, spoke up with some damning words. "You do know that's air freshener, don't you, mate?" "No, Lisa." "No, I did not. I have been spraying dear old Madge with room spray since November 2020, and only now has it been highlighted. The only perk I can take away from this is that Marks & Spencer's Nectarine and Amp Orange room spray is both long-lasting and absolutely worth the money." Too long didn't read. Covered disabled old lady with room spray which smells delicious. Room spray which definitely looks like body spray. Edit: I have of course changed the first names of those involved. It's her favorite scent, I don't argue. I've been using this Victoria's Secret body mist on myself for years. I only recently realized it is hair mist. Haha, happens, woman shrugging. From a chemical standpoint they are not that different as long as you're just spritzing it on her outer layer of clothing and not getting it on her skin, or spraying it excessively where she'd be inhaling a lot of it. If it makes her happy and she's old, then go nuts. Looks just like body spray, minus the room spray script. Lol. At least she smells good. That's a clear win. 10 billion% better than anything Axe. Today I fucked up by eating too many almonds. This happened today. I was pretty busy with work, and didn't have time to make lunch. I reached in my pantry to just grab something to snack on, and found this massive jar of almonds. I set it down next to me, and just casually munched down while working. Less than an hour passed and the entire jar was empty, but I thought nothing of it. That was until my wife pointed out that I ate the entire jar, which was over 10 servings, or 1,600 calories. I laughed a bit at my surprising bout of gluttony, and then moved on. About an hour after that, the stomach cramps came on in full force. That was about 1 p.m. It's now 11:30 p.m., and I'm still reeling from these cramps. My stomach keeps expanding and contracting like I've got tides going on. I've been to the bathroom over 7 times, and each time it's worse than before. Apparently, you're supposed to limit your almond intake to below a cup a day, max, and I had almost 3 cups. The biggest potential dangers include poisoning, cyanide, and giving myself an almond allergy. Current side effects are severe constipation and diarrhea, the feeling of a brick slowly carving its way through my intestines, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite. I've done nothing but drink water and wait, as everything else gets promptly evacuated. I'm still in pain, my stomach just angrily gurgled, and I have the feeling that I need to go and vomit again. I don't think I'm going to have a good night of sleep. TL, doctor, I forgot what a tummy ache feels like. Edit, thank you everyone for your unexpectedly wholesome support. I had a terrible night of no sleep, but it seems like the worst part has passed and the cramps are finally gone. I'm not touching another almond for a while, and I'm going to make sure to respect the suggested serving sizes on high-fiber foods. Learn from my mistake. Edit 2, I was wrong about it being over. I guess at least your butthole will get a nice exfoliation. You need to drink fluids like it's going out of style. 2 bottles of water and then a bottle of Gatorade. Your urine should be so white the snow on top of Mount Olympus is impressed. Start flushing your body to avoid the toxin buildup. Edited to fix a word. That's nuts. Oh no, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. I have no helpful suggestions, just words of encouragement. You can do it. I believe in you. Ride it out and survive. Survive. I would start drinking a lot of fluids, and not just water. You are gonna lose a shitload of electrolytes from the trots and the nausea. Powerade or Gatorade or Gastrolite, or your local equivalent, will help you here. Excess almond consumption and its side effects, like what you're going through, can cause kidney stones, and believe me, you don't want one of those. You really don't want one of those. I have had one kidney stone in my life, and I literally said goodbye to my wife and newborn as I thought I was going to die. I had no idea what was going on. Went to the emergency room. A female doctor was looking after me, and when she told me it was a kidney stone, I was relieved. She then told me that she has had 2 children, natural births with no pain management, and 1 kidney stone. She said she would rather have another baby. Kidney stones are no joke. Drink water. Today I fucked up by calling the cops on a coworker. So I work at a big grocery chain. I am an overnight manager. Around lunchtime, I opened the front door to let everyone out, and this guy bursts in with a shopping cart laden with boxes, heading straight for electronics. I was slightly alarmed, so I followed him and confronted him. He insisted he was an employee and went straight for the photo printer, opening it up and beginning to tinker with it. Even more alarmed, I demanded to know who his boss was, and why he was here, and if he was scheduled. He wasn't scheduled, and he couldn't say who his boss was. He was wearing ripped, dirty clothes, so, I am ashamed to admit, I was fully convinced he was a former associate who fell on hard times and wanted to steal something valuable. Totally panicking, I call all the other managers in the store asking if anyone knows who he is. No response. It's 2 a.m. So I call 911 and insist he leave immediately. At first he thinks I'm bluffing, but when he hears the dispatcher answer the other end, he begins panicking. He raises his hands in a gesture of surrender and walks to the front door, insisting the whole time that he's an employee and that he must be allowed to work. Describe him to the police as he walks out the front door, and I lock it. The police show up, question him, question me, and watch him leave the parking lot. In the morning, my store manager tells me she got a call from a very angry manager who had the police called on him by the night manager. I could feel my blood turn to ice as I asked what his name was. Sure enough, the store manager describes him perfectly and asks to meet me in her office in an hour. So here I am, waiting to meet my manager, pretty sure I'm about to get fired. I feel slightly ill. Too long didn't read. I called the cops on a fellow manager of the store I work at and had him escorted off the premises, when his only crime was trying to repair a photo printer. Edit. Too long didn't read. My boss shook her head and asked me why was he there at 2 a.m. and why was he not wearing a badge so many times, so I think I'm in the clear. The guy came in the middle of the night, without ID or being able to tell you whom his boss was, dressed very unprofessionally. You couldn't reach your supervisors. In network administration, I believe they call this penetration testing. Update. I hope everything turned out okay. It turns out I am not fired nor even reprimanded. My manager was extremely confused as to why any of this took place more than anything. I thought for sure I was done for. It's kinda on him for not having a badge, uniform, etc. and bursting in without explaining himself. If we accept Op's version of events as completely accurate and omitting nothing, which I doubt. Well, to be fair, he didn't say he was a manager, did he? He only kept repeating his name. I think he was pretty shocked I didn't know who he was. Dude didn't have an ID or anything, no badge, no uniform, nothing. He kept trying to show me his driver's license, but I wasn't sure what good that was in this situation because he was a brand new hire I had never seen or heard of, nor had anyone in the store.